2025 is here, and we of course are going to continue creating videos for you. Also, something that never changes is we offer Windows 11 Pro retail keys. For just $12.50, purchase one today and you are good to go for the end of the year when Windows 10 is end of life. Hi everyone, a while back I released a video diving into the rumors surrounding an official Oblivion remake in Unreal Engine 5. At that time there was a fair amount of skepticism. Was this real, or was this just another fan's dream? Well, it seems that doubt has been thoroughly dispelled because recently these images surfaced on the official website of Virtuos, and Virtuos is the developer reportedly handling this remake. But these weren't just any concept art or vague images. These are real screenshots from the game and also showcases of side-by-side comparison between the original Oblivion from 2006 and the upcoming then remake this is going to be, highlighting significant visual enhancement and actually showing this is definitely not the Creation Engine 2 but Unreal Engine. But that's not all, because according to game journalist Jeff Grubb, multiple sources have confirmed that this remake is set to be shadow dropped and actually really soon, next week of April 21st. And what does shadow drop mean? It means that this game could be released without any prior official announcement. Boom, just suddenly available for everyone. And Eurogamer has also reported that this remake will be available on PC, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. And even bigger news, I would say, is that it will be launched directly on Xbox Game Pass, making it accessible to all its subscribers. Now, to be honest, I can't help but think about the dedicated team behind Skyblivion. They've been pouring their hearts into creating Oblivion within Skyrim's engine for over a decade now. And when they announced finally a release date for 2025, so this year, everybody was super excited and probably still is, but I think this is such a big hit in the face for them that now this official remake appears to be maybe even releasing next week. So regardless of which version arrives first, because maybe they're going to have a quick panic release, but I don't think the team from Skyblivion is going to do that. But it's going to be a really and exciting time for us fans of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. So I would say let's dive into the details of everything we know so far. So this new buzz around the Oblivion remake reached a new fever pitch when these series of images surfaced yesterday on the official website of Virtuos. So this is the developer reportedly handling this project, and these images, although swiftly removed by them, were captured and shared across various platforms. These were truly igniting discussions among fans and also industry insiders alike, because these official pictures, on the Virtuos website itself, so the creators of this remake, doesn't really leave much room for speculation anymore. I think it's pretty certain to say we will now have an official remake of Oblivion. So the leaked visuals showcase a significant overhaul in the game's graphics with the enhanced textures, dynamic lighting, and more detailed environments. We have seen that, of course, with the amazing demo from Craig Coulthard of Unreal Engine 5. The ESM assets being imported in Unreal Engine 5 directly. This was done by a single person. So, like I said in my previous video, I think it is pretty obvious that a remake can be relatively easy made when you just can import the ESM files in Unreal Engine 5. Then you have some upscaling maybe on the textures, like we've seen with RTX Remix. And boom, it's probably not that simple, of course. You need to recreate models. You need to recreate and import all the audio assets. Not really sure what we're going to see regarding that. Are we going to see complete new audio overhaul, or are they just really lazy going to import one-to-one all the audio? I guess time will tell. But these accompanied by these images were also these updated logos, box art, including a deluxe edition, suggesting that this remake might offer additional content or features beyond the base game. And so these elements point towards a comprehensive effort to really properly reintroduce Oblivion to both longtime fans like you are probably as well, but also newcomers. So the discovery of these assets on Virtuos' website, the creator of this remake, are reported by various sources, of course, lend to credibility to the remake's development, and I think this is not some concept art which can be faked at all, and especially because it was found on their website itself. So the shift removal of these images further fuels the speculation, if there was any left, about an official announcement about to come. So the biggest question is, I would say, when is this going to come? But if we have to believe the insiders, we might see a shadow drop next week. That will be really insane, because I think a complete Oblivion remake deserves a proper announcement. But apparently Bethesda did think different about that. So let's talk about the details again that has now everyone buzzing with this new info and this new screenshot. So according to reliable sources, including game journalist Jeff Grubb, this remake of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion is set to be shadow dropped, like I said, during next week, April 21, 2025. And this means this game could be available without any prior announcement, catching pretty much everyone by surprise. So yeah, the remake is expected to launch on multiple platforms, and I think this is a good thing, because this means it's not only an Xbox or PC, but it's also going to be released on PlayStation 5 as well, for the PlayStation fans who unfortunately still haven't got the Starfield, an example. But then again, also an Xbox Game Pass. So that's a really good thing to just quickly check out this game, or maybe just pay like what is the Game Pass nowadays, $15 or something, to play this game, and test out if you like it. So even more exciting, I would say, with these developments, the anticipation for Oblivion Remake has now reached pretty much confirmation status. I don't think it can be denied anymore that this game is coming. So the combination of this surprise release, multi-platform availability, and the inclusion in Xbox Game Pass makes it probably the most exciting game releases of this year for sure. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Then again, I also don't really understand why there's not more hype for this. Because yeah, I think Oblivion is definitely one of the best RPGs ever made. And I think these screenshots actually look good. You know, if you compare it to something like Avowed, the end product, yeah, for me, disappointed a little bit if you compare it with the release trailer of Avowed. But I think finally this is the RPG, or even if it's a remake, that we were looking for in this year. Of course, we have Kingdom Come Deliverance too, but I think this might be my most my most favorite project of, I don't know, the last 5 or 10 years or something. I was looking for an official Oblivion remake. We, of course, used all the modding we had with the Bevelix mod list, with the Heartland Redux official, I should say, the Heartland Redux Wabbajack mod list overhaul. But now we do have, hopefully, pretty certain, an official Unreal Engine 5 remake of Oblivion. So with the official Oblivion remake now on the horizon, it is very natural to wonder what this means for the dedicated fan projects that have been in the work for years. Let's start with the most obvious one, Skyblivion. This ambitious mod aimed to recreate Oblivion within the Skyrim engine, offering a blend of nostalgia and modern gameplay enhancements, because, let's face it, the gameplay from the old engine from Oblivion from 2006 was pretty bad to do that now in 2025. So despite the news of this official remake, the Skyblivion team probably remains undeterred, focusing on their, new work. And in a recent interview, the project lead expressed that they're not worried about the rumors for this and will continue their work as planned. So I hope so. I really hope they really don't care, because I think this project would have landed way differently if we didn't have this official Oblivion remake in Unreal Engine 5. Speaking about Unreal Engine 5 and Oblivion, of course, we also had Greg Coulthard's amazing project. I've showcased some of, amazing things he did create, and this fan-made endeavor focuses on bringing the world of Oblivion into Unreal Engine 5. That's what Greg has done really, really well. And we've seen that already, We've seen the visual fidelity and insane environmental immersion just created by a single person, by Greg himself. So while this doesn't offer full gameplay mechanics, it was still a very good way to show what is possible of importing ESMs directly in Unreal Engine 5, and how a single person with modern tools and passion was able to create this. So what does this official remaster for crack? Well, while it draw attention to its official status and potential console releases, these kind of fan projects offer unique experiences that, I would say are different than this remake. This official Oblivion Remake is, of course, an actual game about to be released on the consoles, on Game Pass, but these fan-made projects, I would say, have way more depth on top of this. You can, I would say, as a conclusion, play them side by side. Same goes for Skyblivion, same goes by this very interesting project from Crack Cold Heart. You can see it as side-by-side projects, not as replacements, especially not with Skyblivion and Crack Cold Heart's project, because those are free. And face it, of course, Skyblivion Unreal Engine 5 Remake is not free. So, is it all worrying then? No, because I would say this is an amazing new time for people who, an example, started with Starfield as their first Bethesda RPG, to show what a great the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion was. I would say everyone needs to play Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I think it is the best Elder Scrolls ever made and one of the best RPGs also ever made. I will never forget the first day I escaped the sewers, saw the amazing outside areas, forest, This game had so much mystery around it, exploration and a level which for me was really unique, especially back in 2006. So to now finally be able to re-explore everything in Unreal Engine 5 is like a dream come true, because Unreal Engine 5 is so amazing when it comes to forests, outdoor environments, dynamic weather, all that stuff is built in already in Unreal Engine 5. So I would say a very, very unexpected, that's really the case, especially if it gets like a cold launch next week, a very much unexpected, amazing, release we're going to see. So I'm really excited. I really hope that an example, Skyblivion won't be hit really hard by this. I still think it's very unfortunate that it will be released just months before Skyblivion was about to be released, but it is what it is. So let's stay tuned for next week if we're really going to see this gold release.